I have not been this eager to read any book. This book was always out of stock. Naturally, my curiosity was just here. I finally read this book. So, did this book deliver or not? Hi, I'm Zita Bano and welcome to my channel. The book that I'm going to talk about today is The Silent Patient, and I am so excited to review this book because this video is also highly requested. So basically, Alicia or Alicia, I don't know for sure, but she witnesses her husband die and then she refuses to say anything about it. She goes completely silent, hence the name Silent Patient. Of course, that makes her a suspect and she is sent to an asylum. Now comes Dr. Theo, who wants to help her and wants to rehabilitate her. In order to help Alicia speak again, he starts to learn more and more about her life, and it soon turns into an investigation regarding what happened that night when Alicia's husband was killed. Okay, usually my videos don't have any spoilers, but this video is going to have a lot of spoilers, so skip to this point if you don't want to listen to any spoilers. Okay, when I started reading this book, my mind was blown. I was thinking that this is it. This is the thriller mystery book that I will be recommending to everyone. But soon this book starts descending into a complete chaos. Let's talk about the main theme of this book. That was Alicia's silence. In my mind, I was thinking something so terrible would have happened to her, like her tongue might have been cut off, she might have swallowed some glasses because of which she cannot speak. But the reason because of which she cannot speak is she had nothing to say. A moment of silence for Alicia's silence. And again, why Theo wanted her to speak anyway? When she started speaking, he gave her morphine. So why was he trying to make her speak? And the character of Theo was in general so weird because he was a therapist, but then he was easily disgusted and repulsed by almost everything. In the beginning of this book, Theo claims that this story is not about me. This story is about Alicia. And then we get to know so much about his life. Like, there are literally two parallel storylines that we are following in this book. One is of Alicia's and one is of Theo. Yet he said this story is not about him. Definitely this story was about him and Alicia. And there were certain things that were totally absurd in this book that did not make any sense to me at all. For example, when Theo enters into the asylum, he is categorically told that lighters are not allowed. Then we see throughout the book that everybody is smoking cigarettes and cigars in asylum. What are they lighting their cigarette and cigars with? Also, when Alicia meets Theo, she recognizes him. Then why does she give him her diary? And after reading that diary, Theo is still investigating. What is he investigating? He knows that this person is him. And while investigating, Theo gets jumped by Alicia's cousin and he blacks out. He wakes up fine, needing no medical attention whatsoever. He walks back home. And the best one is Theo's wife, who's having an affair. She's having sex in the woods. I mean, they couldn't afford a cheap motel. The guy was literally the leading photographer of Vogue magazine. And then I have some serious questions as well, because after the twist is revealed, I started questioning the entire book. I couldn't really understand if nobody around Alicia was the murderer, then why everybody was portrayed in such a negative light. Everybody was so cunning and trying to take advantage of Alicia, trying to hurt Alicia. For what reason? It felt like that the writer was trying too hard not to let you see the truth, and it felt a bit manipulative. I don't know, I may be a sensitive reader. Okay, end of spoilers. I am not saying that this book is bad. All I'm saying is once you get to the end, you start questioning every character and every event, and then you want to go to the writer and ask him what was the need of putting these characters or these events in this book, because they are not related to the plot at all. So the big twist in the end was about the involvement of the person, but not about Alicia's silence. There is nothing shocking or big about her silence, but the silence itself. If you like psychological thrillers, then you will like this book. But if you have read too many psychological thrillers and you have seen too many thriller and mystery movies, then you might already know when you start this book that who is going to be the murderer in the end. But I think if you are a moderate reader, you are definitely going to enjoy this book, because this book is a slow burn. It's engaging, it's intriguing, and it keeps you hooked till the very end. So that's about it. See you next time with another book.